On a deserted battlefield, the ground is already burned. Ash drifts slowly through the air. At the center of the scarred earth, a single ember flickers. It pulses, it breathes, and it begins to grow. From that ember, flames rise higher. A figure forms inside the fire. The fire Pokémon has awakened. It does not hesitate. It does not wait. It exists to burn. It steps forward. The ground turns red beneath its feet. Heat waves distort the air. The battlefield becomes an oven. Silence. Then, a distant rumble. The temperature drops. One drop of water falls from above. It lands on the ember. Steam. Another drop. Then more. Within seconds, a surge of water rushes across the field. The flames recoil slightly. Water rises upward, spiraling into the sky. Inside the swirling column, a second figure appears. Calm, controlled, stable. The water Pokémon has arrived. The two elements face each other. No trainers, no people, just fire and water. The first clash. The fire Pokémon moves first. A massive blast of flames erupts forward. The attack tears through the air. Water responds instantly. A rising wave shields the water Pokémon. Flame meets water. Steam explodes outward. The battlefield disappears in white vapor. Fire attacks with raw force. Water absorbs and neutralizes. Escalation. The fire Pokémon understands the risk. In a prolonged battle, it weakens, so it intensifies. It slams the ground. A ring of fire expands rapidly in all directions. Heat surges upward. Water begins to evaporate. For a brief moment, fire dominates. It launches repeated flame strikes, relentless, fast, aggressive. The water Pokémon retreats, but not in defeat. It adapts. It gathers the vapor created by the attacks. It raises its arms. Moisture condenses in the sky. Clouds form overhead. Rain begins to fall, and everything changes. Elemental advantage. Under constant rain, flames shrink. Each attack demands more energy. Combustion weakens. The fire Pokémon burns brighter in desperation. It concentrates all remaining heat into a single blazing sphere, a final thermal strike. At the same time, the water Pokémon channels the rain. Hydro Cannon, maximum pressure. The compressed blast surges forward. The two attacks collide. For a second, they are equal. Then the rain tips the balance. The flaming sphere destabilizes. The hydro cannon pierces through. Impact. Shockwave. Silence. Rain continues for a few seconds. Then it fades. Steam drifts slowly away. The water Pokémon remains standing. The fire Pokémon kneels, its flames reduced to a fragile glow. Logically, in a saturated environment, water wins. The water Pokémon approaches. It does not extinguish the ember completely. It lets it remain. Then it dissolves into a quiet pool of water. Stillness returns. The battlefield seems calm once more. But beneath the damp ground, a tiny ember survives. It pulses, it breathes, and it begins to grow. On a deserted battlefield, the ground is already burned. Ash drifts slowly through the air. At the center of the scarred earth, a single ember flickers.